What's up guys, welcome to my channel. And in this channel I do react to different types of movies, series, and today I'll be watching Aladdin. Just like I did the reaction to The Lion King, I'm also going to do to Aladdin. I've seen the live action adaptation of Aladdin, but I never seen the original animated one, and that's the one I'm going to be checking out. Somehow people always say that the original, especially the animations, are much better. They're better. So that's why I'm checking them out. Most people are saying they're better and they're recommending them. And I have no idea what the storyline is. If it is same as the live action, then I think I have some kind of clue. But I barely remember the live action, so you know, I'm sort of going in blind. And guys, if you do enjoy the video, make sure that you do leave a like, also subscribe, and let's check. If only lions and tigers were really this cool, I would really love to have one of them. Like maybe tiger, maybe a lion. I think a lion. I love lion more. No, but these things like to eat people.
Hey, come on, help me out of these.
It's mad about the I love a boy.
She was worth it. Don't worry, Abu, I'll never see her again. Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Like yourself, but together, perhaps we can be more. Filled with treasures beyond your wildest dreams.
Yeah, I think it's forgot his name. The villain who's causing this. Oh yeah, Jafar. Yeah.
The law says that only a prince can.
You've heard of the golden rule, haven't you? Whoever has the gold makes the rules.
So why would you share all the...
So you want me to get in there?
Aladdin. Touch anything. We gotta find that lamp.
Don't do it. Hmm. Yeah, something weird is happening, you know it.
Abu, will you knock it off?
The carpet is in
Crazy?
a mind of a human or a puppy.
Carpet. Wait here.
Don't do it. Don't touch it. Oh, come on, Abu, don't touch it. Should have told the carpet to watch over him. Oh, come on. Oh, you rub it for it to work.
Farther than you've traveled, I'm sure. Try me.
Watch it.
Know you?
No, you don't.
You remind me of someone I met in the marketplace.
That I thought was dead.
Just like me.
Right. A prince like you. And every other stuffed shirts.
We could get out of the palace, see the world.
Is it safe?
Sure, do you trust me?
Nope, I just met you.
What?
Do you trust me?
Ah, yeah, she's picking up the clues. The same thing Aladdin said to him. It is kind of. Yes, you should have.
Abu! Are you okay?
Ah,
I'm sorry, Abu. I made a mess of everything. Somehow. That's it?
oh. Oh, he's taking revenge.
Jafar, leave him alone!
Aladdin, the 1992 version or the original, in fact. So this movie or animated movie is about 1 hour 25 minutes, and I think that really helped it a lot. I mean, when I went to watch this, I thought it's going to be sort of different from the live action, but I can see why Disney chose to adapt this one. Because if you do look at all the clues, everything, it makes sense to choose this movie because it is all the action and still have romance, which is like typical movies, that just the base of every movie. So I think I understand why they chose to make a live action of this one. So they had Will Smith too, with the Power Star. So yeah, it really helped. I still, I watched it, a long time ago, and I don't know if it wasn't that impressive. The live action, I don't know if it made a profit. I think it did, but I don't think it really made a billion. I don't think so. I doubt so. But there's not much so different in between these movies. There's a lot different about it. So if you do look, like, I don't really remember much of the movie, the live adaptation of it. I don't remember much about it, but every time I was watching this animated version or the original, I could see every time something familiar comes out, I could remember it instantly. And I think they really did a good job of adapting it, sort of. So majority of the scene, as far as I can tell, they were sort of, similar in a way, like frame to frame. Even if if you do like watch the movie, I don't remember how Aladdin get it into that place, when he got the genie. I don't remember. I mean, I think it's sort of the same thing. He was tricked to by this evil Java, right? That is his name, right? I think he was also tricked, but I'm not sure how it was done. I don't know. I don't think it was done exactly like how it was done in this animated original, but it was something similar, I guess. So, but when you go to the majority of these things, we do see that when Aladdin is going to take uh, the genie, the monkey did not touch that gold or made or something that it's that red diamond thing in the movie. Was the same situation? I think he had a monkey too, but was it same situation, or did he just bump into the one of those? I can't remember, really. I might have to check that, but it seems what I'm trying to say is that majority of things, if you do complain about the movie, if you don't like it, I don't know why you don't. I mean, if they change it, it's something they did change a little bit about, just minor things, but I don't think a lot was changed, to be honest. Even the scene when they struggle to get out of this cave, or the mouth of that thing, it's sort of the same thing, And also, in the movie, was it a cave or this? I think it was a cave. Might be wrong again, but what I'm trying to say is that this movie is sort of similar to the live action, as far as I can tell, and complaining about it or saying the movie is anyway like it's bad, I think you're just being nitpicky about some of the things. Was a lot of it, like frame by frame, they didn't change a majority of things. Aladdin is still a thief, and he wishes to be a prince. We get to that island, like that part I do remember, like in the movie. They also get into the sort of in the desert, but when Aladdin does wish to become a prince. I think that was the same thing that happened to in the live action adaptation, and that part, as I remember it very very clear. So my point is that if they wanted to change things, these are the things that they can be able to change while still having impact to the movie or whatsoever. And they didn't. They still stick to the original. Yet I don't know if you guys, that's not the thing you love. I think maybe that's what you hate about it. You're just saying, okay, I'm just watching something, but in live action. No, it's not impressive. Whereas, some would want a little bit of creativity, change a little bit of things here and there, stay true to the original source, but change one or two things. I think that's what some of people want. Maybe that's why the movie didn't do as much. Might have to check on IDMB, but this, if you just do think about it, no matter which part you go, whether to stay true, very very 100% frame to frame from the source material, or just change a little bit, or change majority of things, you're always going to have people who are always going to say you shouldn't have done that. And this is proof, to let's say, which is company who does this most, like comic books. If you do like comic books, if you do watch comic book movies, you do know that some majority of the time they do change things here and there. But if they do go like frame to frame, like how the comic books done it, this criticism of that too. And if they don't, like this sort of move away from that, there's also criticisms. So for best example for like a move that stayed true to the comic and try to do frame by frame or the same thing is this move. I think I watched it, I don't remember much, but I think majority of people don't like it because of that. I think the movie is I think it's Watchmen, right? I think it's Watchmen. Yeah, the one that was directed by Zack Snyder, with Dr. Manhattan. I think I pronounced that right. That's the best example of a movie that tried to stay true to the comic, but it failed miserably. Or it was just to save the poor because of that. And I think people, their main complaint was that they should have changed some of things. They shouldn't have stayed too much, frame to frame. And also one of the other moves that I do remember, I personally didn't like how they did it. It's also how I think the 2003 vision. How in comic book, if you just read comic books, there's always these panels in the story and all that. So every time in the movie they like changing from one place to another, they always like show panel from like getting out of that Bruce Wayne and going to another like a general or anything like that. They always try to do like exactly the comic, and I think that is not good too. I maybe you guys liked it, but I didn't. It just it removed the what in the movie is about. It makes you think that you're watching a book when you're being someone else flipping a book, and you see a new page. They go in, they put it on the zoom, and then they zoom into a frame. Then somebody does something in that frame, then they get out, they move to another, and they keep on doing that until the book is over. I did not like that. I didn't. I think the move was also decent. The VFX was not great, but it was in 2003 and making out, it was a little bit difficult. So I understand that. Then a movie that I think sort of moved away from this, staying true to the it's not a movie exactly, it's a show. Majority of people, like even myself, and people don't like it because of this. And it's The Witcher. Yeah, you might have heard it. If you stay on internet and if you watch The Witcher with Lenny Kravitz, you know that he started in that show, and the writers, they didn't stay true to the story, and I think that's the reason why he left. I think everyone is speculating that, and according to rumors on Netflix and the people who worked on the show that left, they say that the writers don't even care about the source material. So and when people don't like that, somehow we must try to stay true to this source material. Even if you're going to change something, change a little bit. And I think that's another example of it's a show, so people doing like that. I think right now we can understand there's a petition about it, a backlash against the Netflix, the studio, you know, not firing the writers who hate, and hiring the people who actually love the move. And it's the video game or the novel, both of them. So I get it, I understand. Well, That's exactly what I'm trying to say. This movie or this animated movie stayed true to the animated, not the animated, but the 3D or the live action. I mean, stayed stayed true to the original, which I just watched. And as for me, I think I would have preferred a little bit of differentiation from the three, from the live action. I wish they differentiated it just a little bit. Now that I'm watching this, but back then when I watched Aladdin, I thought it was a good movie, nothing special. I think that's the reason why I forget it. I thought, it's a movie that you can enjoy, but you can immediately forget about it. So yeah, that isn't always a great thing, but I still did enjoy watching it. And I think the performance from all actors that were in the movie, they were fantastic. What happened to the actor who played Aladdin? What happened to him? Just appeared in Aladdin, then disappeared. Yeah. So guys, this is my review and reaction into the Aladdin movie. I think this animated movie, I mean the original. I think this movie is great, but comparing to the one movie, last movie I just watched, the original also, the Lion King. I think the Lion King is much better in almost everything, emotional and storytelling and teaching. I think it's much better. Whereas this one focuses more on romance. There's nothing wrong about focusing more on romance. There's nothing wrong about it, but I just feel like that's the only thing that it did. That's the only main storyline. There's nothing more. The evil guy trying to win a princess over, but he knows not a prince, and he has to find a way to make sure that the prince also love him. But yeah, the basic story, and I think it's a good movie. It's a good animated movie. It definitely, I think it's also rewatchable. But I think the Lion King is far ahead in almost everything. I think the even the animated, where the animated Aladdin and Lion King. I think the Lion King visually it's more appealing. It's fun to look at. Whereas when I started watching Aladdin, I was a little bit, out of it. I was not feeling the way they animated it. But the more I was, the more I went in, I'll sort of get used to it. I'll sort of get used to it. So, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure that you do leave a like. Also, comment down below what other movie reaction do you want me to check out, especially right now I'm seeing these movies that original animated movie from Disney that were good. I mean these days that also the thing decent, it is decent or horrible. Yeah, it's enjoyed. Yeah, so as I've said, if you did enjoy the video, make sure that you do leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully do stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.